All right, today's February 19th, 2026 at 12:32 a.m. I keep saying p.m. in my vlogs. I keep saying p.m., but it's never p.m. It's always a.m. I'm always doing these vlogs during the day. Yeah, because I'm always out and about during the day with my wife's law school classes and my own personal classes and kid stuff and whatever. So AM, it is AM, it's not PM. We are in the AM. But today I just want to continue talking about the beginning of this semester that I have going on. I'm still in a lot of transition and still in a lot of decision-making mode right now. The hardest decision obviously was deciding whether to graduate with anthropology soon or to stay in my community college and switch back over to IT and prolong my graduation another year, possibly a year and a half. And so I finally decided, I'm in East LA again at my wife's internship at a public law firm. And there's a lot going on over here, people getting in their cars and stuff and walking by. The building I think it's connected to a bank or something too, so it's like it's a lot of stuff going on or whatever. So if I get distracted, sorry about that. But yeah, the main decision was prolonging my community college career and switching back over to IT, what I originally started going to school for programming. In my last video, I was talking about how I'm transitioning back into IT, back into the IT path. But in that IT path, I was considering cybersecurity because cybersecurity seems pretty awesome, and it's something I really want to do. But I started thinking about it a lot last night on between straight programming and cybersecurity, the cybersecurity track, because in our IT degree, there's multiple tracks. I think I might have mentioned this in a previous video. There's multiple tracks in the IT degree. One being help desk, one being programming, one being cybersecurity, one being mobile and web programming, and then cloud computing, which cloud computing is really big right now as well. If you can get into cloud computing, you're definitely going to make some money right off the bat, right out of school. Even with an associate's degree, you can make a lot of money, 6-figure income with an associate's degree in cloud computing, because it's, it's on the rise right now. So it's definitely something to get into. Cloud computing, if you don't know, is where you're basically companies, instead of having their own servers, they're essentially borrowing servers from a company such as AWS, Amazon Web Services, where a company puts their entire service and software and everything they got going on, it's all on an Amazon server, and they're just essentially paying for space that they don't have to maintain. They have customer service and everything like that, where Amazon pretty much handles everything. Same thing with Google Cloud and like Google Docs and stuff like that. It's all web. That's all cloud computing. You're no longer downloading programs onto your computer. You're essentially just going onto Google's servers and using their software straight through the internet. And that's why we have Chromebooks now. That's why we have the MacBook Air now, because essentially a lot of things are switching over to cloud computing. So that is very big. So if if you're interested in cloud computing, definitely look into that. But so me personally, with my needs and everything, the way my life is going, I did think about it, and my original plan was programming. That's what I went to school to do. And like I said, I was torn between the two tracks, between cybersecurity and programming in the IT field. And I started moving towards cybersecurity. Like, I started moving towards cybersecurity because it is in demand and there is plenty of jobs looking for cybersecurity professionals. And, you know, it's not as like programming, computer science, software engineers, software developers right now are, the job market kind of sucks because everybody went to school for computer science and engineering and software development, and there was a big boom that went on for a while, and then it started dwindling, and then a bunch of the major tech corporations started laying off programmers and software engineers and stuff. And so the job market just kind of is in a weird place right now for computer scientists and developers and stuff like that. But there's still jobs. There's still jobs that you can get that are outside of like big tech. There's still county jobs and city jobs and school district jobs that you can get that pay pretty well still for you know, entry-level positions. And there's always the option to freelance, and there's the option to create your own apps and websites and your own software, and to sell that software on your own. Obviously it takes a lot to get started. It helps to have a team and stuff like that, but there is things that you can build, apps for, you know, mobile apps or whatever, games and stuff like that you can start making money with without working for big tech. So like I said, I set out to learn programming so that I can, you know, develop crypto tokens and be in the crypto space. It's still something I do want to do. I still have my crypto channel. I haven't posted up on my crypto channel in a while. I do plan on continuing to post on that channel again, along with this one, because this is just a vlog for me. This is where I can just kind of talk about what's going on in my life without it being crypto oriented. So because all my followers on my crypto channel, I mean, most of those guys kind of just want crypto leads. They want a quick buck. They want to know what's hot. And that's not always on my mind. It's not the only thing on my mind 24/7. So sometimes I just want to, you know, journal. Sometimes I just want to vlog whatever's on my mind at the time. And right now, a big portion of my life is going to school and being a dad and being a husband and forward progress. I'm not a crypto guru. You know, I was making a lot of money with crypto during the boom, but I was just kind of making videos of what I was investing in, all the risky stuff, and, you know, $100 here and there on a token that seemed pretty hot. I would make money off of it, and then usually dump the token when things started getting suspicious, or they just started dwindling. I would dump the token. Usually I would try to dump the token before they rugged, because they knew they were going down. But I have been rugged a couple times and it does suck. But all the money I was investing, it was money that I was, I was willing to lose. So, yeah, I'm still big in crypto. I still enjoy the crypto space, and I still want to program and create my own tokens or whatever. And amongst other things, you know, I want to program other things as well. I have a lot of ideas, I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of, like, I've been in business development. Well, one of my main companies was essentially digital marketing and business development. So having programming, being able to program, having that option for my clients is actually huge, because if I can offer not only you know, creating brands, doing their marketing, but now creating apps for them, mobile apps and web apps for them, I think it's just gonna overall help my business in general. I am currently going through a rebrand myself. My marketing company like I said, kind of went downhill with COVID and everything. So I'm actually in transition right now with starting a new company, essentially doing the same thing, but not under the brand that I was using previously, and just starting a whole new brand entirely. But going back to, deciding on a major, deciding between cybersecurity track and programming track, one of the major factors for me right now is the classes that I can get into this semester. I'm in a database class that is going to help me with programming in the long run. It is a core requirement for my for IT in general, for computer information systems in general. So I have to take this class, and I'm only in 2 classes right now, which is okay. One of them is another general ed class. Like I said in my previous video, it's communications, which I can take whenever. I can take that whenever I want. Like, it's really not a big deal. If I drop that class for an actual IT class, then it's not really going to matter, because I can pick it up in the winter, I can pick it up in the summer, or whenever, literally whenever. And it's not a hard class either, so I can just do it whenever. So right now, I was trying to get into a networking class yesterday, which would keep me in the cybersecurity track. I was also trying to get into an intro cybersecurity class today, but that one's online. There's nowhere I can just go in person and try to get an ad slip or whatever. That one's strictly online. And then we're supposed to have live sessions on Thursday afternoons at 7 p.m. But I haven't been added yet. I'm pretty low on the wait list, and I haven't been added yet. And there is a database programming class later on today that I can take in person. It's a hybrid as well. Most of these classes are hybrids, where I do most of the work online and then go in for the lab 1 day a week. And my 1 day a week would be today. So I do have the option to register for that networking class. I didn't end up showing up because I got out kind of late or whatever, but the instructor did give me the option to register, so I can register if I wanted to, but I'm kind of just leaving it up in the air, because programming is basically where I want to be. I mean, ultimately, programming is what I want to do. So the mobile and web programming track is where I want to go. If I can get into some of those classes this semester, that's what I'm going to do. If I can't, I will just stick to the classes that I have right now, the database class and the communications class, which is a late start class. Haven't actually started it, but I will keep that and then just do this database class along with that. However, if I can get into this database programming class, that's going to help me out with my major, and then I'm definitely going to do that today. I will update my journal, update my vlog later on, and to see if I got in or not. This is kind of the update for the networking class. I didn't necessarily get in. I have the option to get in. I was on my Canvas. Or on my student portal, it does give me the option to register now. However, I don't think I need an ad code. I think my professor just kind of cleared me to register or whatever, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes today. If I can get into that database programming class, I'm gonna go ahead and definitely do that, because it kind of goes hand in hand with the database class I'm doing right now. The database class I'm doing right now is based off of Access, Microsoft Access, and it's essentially getting phased out. Access is kind of like on its last leg here. People are still using it. Microsoft is still supporting it, but it's not necessarily the go-to anymore. Microsoft, it was actually, like I said in my last video, it was really hard to find Access on Office 365. You kind of really have to go digging for it in order to get it and download the program. So yeah, they're kind of just discouraging people to use Access right now. So I'm gonna try to get into this class, guys. I'm gonna try to get into this class, and if I can get into it, great. I'm locked into the programming track in my IT career. and that's just going to solidify what I'm doing. Taking some cybersecurity classes are great. They're not going to throw me off in any way if I do get into the networking class, but my train of thought is Networking Plus and Security Plus are certificate classes, and they do go to a degree, but I can always take those classes on my own. I could always take Security Plus on my own. I could always take Networking Plus on my own. There's plenty of Cisco classes and certifications that I can take on my own dime. I don't necessarily have to take it as a part of my IT degree, and I can still get the experience from that. Also, my train of thought is being a programmer will also make me a better cybersecurity analyst or professional, because I'll learn how to code, I'll learn how to program, and then I can develop or use cybersecurity software a lot better. I can create my own scripts. I can be a script kiddie if I wanted to, but I can also develop my own scripts and do that. So that's pretty much where I'm at for today. That's where I'm going. I'm going to try to get into this class and see how it goes today. I'm not locking in essentially to one track just yet, kind of keeping the options open, but I really want to stick with development and programming as opposed to being locked into cybersecurity, because that niches me down into cybersecurity, and I could essentially, it's harder for me to go from cybersecurity to programming than it is for me to go from programming to cybersecurity. So that's where I'm at. That's what the update for today is. If I make another video later on today, then that'll be cool, just be another bonus. But if not, I'm satisfied with today. I will see how that goes, and I'll try to get into that class. But whatever, it is what it is. I'm taking it day by day, and however the rest of the day goes, that's just how it goes. So I will see you in my next entry.